Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Except Informa, and we are very happy to be with you, my partner Aime, and I am this important day for to her. That is why we will talk about some environmental problems that occur in the world, and this become aware. We began with you, darling Aime. Let's go, please.
The loss and deterioration of habitats in the main cause of biodiversity loss be transforming jungles, forests, thick glaciers, mangroves, logs, and rivers into agricultural film reaches, stream farms, dams, highway, and urban areas. We destroy the habitat of thousands of species. Many times the transformation is not complete, but there is deterioration of the composition structural function of the ecosystem, the impacts the species and the goods and services that we obtain from nature. The latest estimate indicate that around 50% of natural ecosystem have been lost in Mexico. The main transformation have taken place in humid and dry forests, glassland, clone forests, and mangroves, and to a lesser degree is scrublands of temperate forests. Invasive species. The introduction of non-native exotic species that become invasive pets is a very important cause of biodiversity loss. The species that come from distant place, accidental of deliberate transmit disease, modify habitats causing environmental, economic, and social problems. Overexploitation in the removal of individuals from a population and are created that their reproduction. This has been the history of many of the species that have been exploited for different reasons, wild fish, deer, cacti, orchids. Many of them are now in danger of extinction. The activities of hunting, logging fishes, illegal trade of species for different purposes affect the species of overexploiting their population. Pollution, the increase in the presence of chemical substance in the environment as a result of human activities has serious consequences for many species. Some pollutants have weakened the ozone layer that projects living beings from the sun's ultraviolet radiation, while others have caused global warming. The effects of activities which form of history have been small in scale, have become large in scale, affecting the climate of the entire planet. Global change has become on the mind there's to the biodiversity.
Okay, Amay, thanks. This information is very important for the views, and I continue with the information, and I speak of the global warming. Global warming is basing rapidly, which makes it very difficult for both nature and human societies to adapt to new conditions. Once the Ministry for the Ecological Transition and the Demographic Challenge of the government. It is important to note that although they are often used interchangeably, the terms global warming and climate change are not the same. Actually, the second encompasses the first as it is a broader phenomenon that refers to change in the state of the climate that can be identified through changes in the average values and or in the variability of its properties, has defined by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Global warming results from the increase in the greenhouse effect, a process in which the thermal radiation emitted by the Earth is trapped in the atmosphere due the greenhouse gas. Their presence is natural and necessary to maintain the planet temperature and habitable values. The problem is that emission of gas such as methane or nitrous oxide have a skyrocket compared to the pre-industrial era. Recent anthropogenic emissions are the highest in history, as the late APCC report. Climate change can be caused by internal natural processes or by external forcing that are also natural, such as modulation in solar cycles or eruption. It can also be careful, be persistent human-induced change in the composition of the atmosphere. The UNFCCC be expand, and it is in this second case than of anthropogenic cause when we speak more, especially of global warming. That is to say, climate change can have natural or anthropogenic cause, while the cause of global warming are always the product of the human activity. Um, Guys, this was all for today. We are waiting for you tomorrow in another broadcast. Thank you very much. Thank you and see you later.